I'm not afraid of anyone in this division, especially Mario Bautista. So he's on a 7-fight win streak, and I want that 7-fight win streak. So when they called me, I answered it, and I'll make weight, and I'll get the job done. So, you know, it didn't matter who. I didn't mind if he was ranked number 1 or number 50. I would have went against the best, the hardest, the guy that they didn't want, anyone to fight. It didn't matter. So it happened to be him, and I think Chito Vera popped his rib or something. They called me within like an hour or two. I was like, hell yeah. Within like a day, I think it was getting made. So.
Well, 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 how the turntables have turned. Patchy Mix just sucks. Like, I don't know what he was doing in Bellator before he got this contract in the UFC, but like what I seen on Saturday, he's just sucks. And you know, beating the likes of Magomedov, Sergio Pettis, Rafa Stones, just did not translate to the UFC. Like he choked out 15 people. He didn't even attempt one takedown during this fight. One takedown, he did attempt one, but it was so bad, such a bad attempt. He was literally a walking boxing bag. On the other hand, Mario Bautista, like people call him out for being boring, but he really just showed like that he's crisp on feet. He's actually, has a high IQ fight IQ. Like he did not wrestle like with Aldo and hold him against the fence. He literally pieced him up on feet for 3 rounds. His whole face was bloody. Like you can see here, he almost caught him up with his knee. Like the way Patchy Mix was moving in this fight, his footwork was so bad and so off. I was like, wait, this is the guy everybody's hyping up. Because to be honest, this is the first time I'm seeing him fight. But like I heard great things about him, and I was like, this guy like was literally looked like a punching bag. No answers for any of Mario Batista's attacks. Like his boxing defense was bad, his movement was bad. He was very flat footed. He was just standing in spot like and getting his head jabbed off. And then Mario Bautista after this fight, like he can legit like demand a top 5 opponent next. He dismantled the hype train. He dismantled. I got a lot of people are saying he's going to be a champion, so he can demand to fight for the belt really soon, like maybe in like 2 fights. You know, yeah, he has every right to ask a top 5 opponent next because he took off care of guys like Jose Aldo, Ricky Simon, Damon Blackshear, are good guys, and all of them did better than Patchy Mix. Like I can't believe how bad he looked. Like I watched the Jose Aldo he fight and he held Jose Aldo against the fence, but you know, uh, Jose Aldo was very competitive on feet. This guy Patchy, who was a killer, who submitted so many people, apparently did not attempt any takedowns. What was the game plan? Like just stand there and get your head boxed off, and you can't blame this on a short notice. Just like the patterns were bad, he did not attempt anything. He was just standing there. I know Mario Batista gets a lot of slack for being boring, this and that, but he really did show like good boxing this fight. You know, I think with him, I think he's game. Honestly, I think his fight against Jose Aldo like showed us like he's not as good on the feet, so he held him against the fence for 3 rounds, and everybody hated it. But he was like you need to be able to defend against these things. It's mixed martial arts. On the other hand, Patchy Mix, like look at these chokes. He's looking like such a killer in all of his fights. He was just submitting people left and right. I did not see any of this. I don't know how his next fight is gonna be, but they need to feed him somebody like bottom tier to, I guess, really see where we are because either he's not as good as we thought, or Mario Batista is much better than we thought. I think Patchy is not as good as we thought. Thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. This was the MMA Maverick, and I'll see you guys in the next one.